week, Audrey Lord from Thousand Oaks, California writes into goodplayingwithyou@gmail.com, just like you can, and asks, what games do you guys play when you're bummed out and have the blues? Are there any go-to games to help lighten your mood?
Well, the game that I'm always trying to play when I'm bummed out is Animal Crossing New Leaf for the 3DS. Now, if you're ever just stuck commuting over and over every day and you just get to work, you flip open the clamshell 3DS and you're just playing the New Leaf on there, I'm telling you, that just turns the day right around. The music, the animals, just the low-key vibes of everything. It just has that one in particular, because I feel like New Horizon for the Switch was fun, but I don't know, it just didn't have that same love that you felt from the 3DS version. But it was, that one just holds a special place in my heart. If I'm ever feeling down, I would get a 3DS just to get that game again. So good.
Yeah, that's a good one. I never played New Leaf, but I did play New Horizons, and yeah, I can see it. My first one would be a game that I haven't played in a really, really long time, because I do not have a 2DS, which is what I played it on, but it is Nintendogs. And I don't know if you ever played Nintendogs, but it was super adorable. You basically got... Well, it's a little bit of a money grab on Nintendo's part, because you had to buy different Nintendogs games to get different breeds, and they had like 5 different games or so of different breeds. So that was a little cheap, or a little expensive if you wanted to have a whole pride of pups. But you would like open it up and you would give them scratches and give them baths and give them treats, and because there was like the touch screen to it, which was really new at the time, you could pet them and do things. But correct me if I'm wrong, there might be a depression aspect to this, but because if you didn't open up and play with your dog, they would run away, I think, if I remember right. So if you hadn't taken care of them, you could open it up and have your dog just be gone. So maybe it's, it's a fun game. Just take care of your pup and everything will be good and you'll be happy after you do that. So that would be my first take away your blues game.
My first pick is Katamari Damacy Reroll. Have you guys played Katamari Damacy?
Mm-hmm.
It is apeshit crazy. It is so funny. The original Katamari Damacy came out during the PlayStation 2, and it is this most wonderfully Japanese thing I've ever seen. My brain probably exploded when I saw it, and it's got the craziest theme song. This la 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 la. Like they just, I make an idiot of myself singing it only because you have to listen to it, and if you've heard it, you would know why, because it just gets stuck in your brain, and it's this king of cosmos just decked out in this crazy gear, and he's singing the song. But anyway, the point is, you are this little guy, and you're pushing around a ball, and you start picking up like thumbtacks and erasers and all that sort of stuff. Next thing you know, you're taking up house furniture. Next thing you know, you're taking up houses. Next thing you're taking up cities. Like, it's just this ball that keeps getting bigger and bigger, and you've got small objectives and stuff, side things like that. But ultimately, you're just rolling up the whole universe in a ball, and that's pretty much all you do. It's just crazy, colorful, wild music, and just so bizarre and fun. It just never fails to put a smile on my face. So my pick is definitely Katamari Damacy Reroll.
That's a great pick. So good.
Yeah,
it was a great one for the PS2. Gotta say. My next pick it's got to be Fall Guys. I think that game
stresses me out. That makes you happy? That
game gives me depression.
I love it. I think it's so funny. Like, it's awesome because it's like a lighthearted multiplayer that kind of plays like a battle royale, which is very mainstream, but you're just like a silly jelly bean. You just have like the completely goofy objectives that don't make any sense. Like, you got to hold like a little penguin and walk around with it for a little while, and just like you're climbing around in like jelly. It's just it has like a cool vibe. It kind of reminds me of it always flashes back in my head is the I was like not American Ninja Warrior, but the sillier one where they're like the Japanese people like running.
Oh,
and,
where they jump on the
Yes.
bouncy balls and stuff as they cross. Yeah, I
Ah,
can't remember. What
like
it's
a
called. It
Takashi's
was on
Castle?
ABC.
Wipeout, Takashi's Castle, all that?
Wipeout. That's what it is.
Yes.
Wipeout.
but it was like the Japanese version. I don't know.
Takashi's Castle.
Is that what it's called?
Well, it was called MXC when it was on
MXC.
Spike, where they did the voiceover. So that's probably what you know. But it really is Takashi's Castle before it was dubbed over. So it all comes from the same place.
MXC. So yeah, it sort of has that whole vibe, and I think it's great. It's just it was such a surprise game when it came out. Really fun just to play local multiplayer, pass the controller around. Highly recommend it. If you're down, fire that up.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
If you're also down, grab some friends, get your phones out, and play pretty much anything on the Jackbox Party Pack. Like the Jackbox games are really just a lot of fun to play with some buddies. Make dirty jokes, laugh. It's just like constant humor, constant like making fun of your friends, which is one of my favorite pastimes. I mean, they have really fun, like these. My favorites are like Quiplash and Fibbage and Drawful. You Don't Know Jack is great to prove that you're smarter than everyone you're around. And then what's the Murder House is super fun.
Oh yeah,
so
basically, Murder Party. There's
Murder Party, yes. Basically, we get together when all of us are together on holidays and stuff. We all pull out our phones and play an hour or two of these Jackbox games. And I always leave. I leave happier than I came in most of the time. Well, also because, I win a lot, so that helps.
I was gonna say.
And one thing I'd like to add to this, because I don't know if you've heard of this, Maulding, but recently, I think this week, the Jackbox Party people released a trailer and said coming this fall was going to be the adult version.
It's already the adult version. How much more can you get?
Come on, we can get filthier. Believe me. We've only scratched the surface of the turd.
I mean, I don't know how many dicks we can draw in Drawful before.
More. We can draw more dicks.
More dicks.
Yes.
More
Believe
dicks.
in yourself.
More dicks.
I believe we can do it.
I agree.
But that, like I said, that game always leaves me happy. So
yeah,
that's mine.
I think my next pick is a really recent pick. It's Dave the Diver, and here's the reason why. It is like
Dave the Diver.
After a long day, I come home, I play for a couple hours. It's really chill. It's really cool. The graphics, you can take the story as fast as you want, or you can slow it down. It's just really fun, laid back experience. Helps kind of take your mind off the day and relax. And it's beautiful and it's fun. So I know I talked about it earlier. I'll shut up now, but it's perfect. So if you need a little pick me up, if you need something, to take your mind off of your worries, then definitely check out Dave the Diver.
And we'd love to hear what your favorite games are. People listening to us.
Yeah, definitely. Sound off in the comments for sure.